So I don't care who you are, a novice or a seasoned pilot, or what you're flying, modded up plane like this one here, or a new E-flite straight out of the box put together exactly the way the instructions are, there's always going to be a little anxiety for the first or the maiden flight of your plane. So what I want to do here, and we're going to use old Dave, the Crescendo Scout here, as our example. And the reason being is I still got all the film from when I maidened him, so it makes it a lot easier. But anyways, as you can see here, old Dave has a new paint job. He looks pretty. He looks like not really the plane that's a mishmash of two planes together, but he's painted because he flew already. Now this is what he looked like before he flew for the first time. So you see, I didn't even bother to take off the stickers. I just wanted to make sure that he was flight worthy before I put a lot of work into him. I don't want to tell you how to do anything. I'm stubborn, kind of pig-headed, and I always learn the hard way and don't listen to anybody anyways. So what I'm just going to tell you is how I do things. And the reason I do them this way is because I've learned the hard way by crashing and messing up. So anyways, here's Dave, all the stickers, just minimum I need to get him up in the air. Same with the FPV. I fly everything FPV, and I've learned my lesson about putting cameras on for the maiden flight, extra like my GoPro or anything like that. I've also learned to use an old camera for the first FPV flight. So we made it out to the field. It's a nice January crisp morning. And before I left, I made sure that everything was the way I needed it to be. All the control surfaces moved the correct way. And like I said, the minimum amount of stuff I needed to just get this thing up in the air. This is an iNav plane. I've only got 2 flight modes on it, manual and angle. I didn't put anything else, didn't worry about any special features, anything like that. I can put them on later after I know this thing will fly. It just kind of complicates it. Gimbals, head tracking, that type of stuff can wait till I know this flies. I know it's tempting if it's your first plane or whatever to put all that stuff on and get it right the way you want it. But if it don't fly right the first time and it crashes with all that stuff on it, you find out real quick that you don't want to do that. One of the first drones I had a nice $200 gimbal on it, and I wasted that thing in one little mistake. Another thing I do at the field is plan my flight. Think about where the obstacles are, where I want to turn, and how high I want to fly, stuff like that. If you see where I'm here, my plan is to just kind of follow the track around. Get up, follow the track around, make sure it turns, everything's fine, and then just bring it in for a landing. Nothing fancy, no trimming, nothing like that. I always start, if the plane has it of course, with the gyro on. I use the gyro because I'm flying FPV and it does help. And when I do first switch it into manual mode, I want to be a couple mistakes high in case there's any surprises. So I'm going to get up here and do the last check, which is making sure the gyro has the control surfaces going the right way, which is what I'm doing there, making sure it will go down if it goes up and vice versa. Then I put it over here and get ready to arm it and take off. And when I take off, I get my first surprise that I wasn't thinking about. And it really is the only one. But here we go. So off we go. And it starts drifting, so I just punched it. And it could have been a big mistake, but went a little higher than I wanted to go, a little farther out, but it's okay. I get it under control and bring it back around. And that could have ended in disaster with say like a warbird or something like that. But since this is a forgiving plane, it just took off and went. So that was pretty much it. Uneventful. Went around the track a couple times, then brought it back in to land. Pretty uneventful landing. No big deal. And with me, when I go to Maiden something, I got the butterflies in my stomach until I get it up in the air, and then I'm concentrating. And here you're going to see a happy old man get up, and instead of the walk of shame, we're doing the walk of heck yeah. So it was a good way to start the day. And that's how I handle or try to make my maiden flights the best that I can.